Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm reviewing the first issue 1 of the 4th Doctor Titan Comics series, mini-series. It's 5 parts long, or 5 issues should I say, more specifically. This is the standard cover A, which I quite like actually. I like the oil pastel look, as I've said many a time. And I just love how the scarf's been done. You've got the Doctor Who logo there. You've got who's the writers and the colorists and artists. You've got the still shot of Tom Baker there. You've got sort of the sonic screwdriver there, but it feels, I don't know why, but I feel like it's like the Sonic's on fire, because there it kind of looks like fire, and I would hope not, because obviously I don't like the idea of the Sonic being on fire. So that's the front cover. On the back you've just got a advertisement for the 4th Doctor Adventures by Big Finish. And then on the front you've got a bio on Sarah Jane Smith, the 4th Doctor and the TARDIS, and then previously sort of just recapping generally a lot of the sort of hijinks of the 4th Doctor and Sarah Jane Smith. For those of you who are reading this who've never really seen any of their stories, it gives you a nice sort of overview of some of their, as I say, hijinks of their era. It doesn't give you that good of an indication where this is in the timeline of their sort of adventures, but I guess maybe it doesn't matter. I really love the artwork in this. Like, it just looks so nice, like this massive panel, and the ending is very good, and it just works. I mean, I think this is the first sort of shot / panel of Tom Baker and Sarah in the comic book, and I think it, first of all, I don't like that, but I prefer it when it's sort of, I don't know, I think it's because he's wearing the hat and Sarah's wearing the hat, but I don't know, that kind of put me off the look, but by the end of the comic I was very used to their sort of look, and here, for example, it is very reminiscent of Talons of Weng-Chiang. Talons of Weng-Chiang, I'll be honest, but the thing is, I think where that one was very much a full-on Sherlock look, he's got the Sherlock look, but he's kind of still got his distinctive, obviously scarf, which I like. So it's a nice sort of blend of Sherlock Holmes and sort of still looking like the Doctor, which is always nice, in my opinion. Yeah, just the art is very well done, and the Doctor talks a lot, obviously, and stuff, like to himself, and there are a lot of sort of really good sort of 4th Doctor mannerisms here, and it just feels like the 4th Doctor and Sarah, and it feels like a story that could be in the 4th Doctor's tenure, as it feels very much like a dark gothic horror type story. It feels like a very traditional Philip Hinchcliffe type story, and I love that. The ending was good. I'll be honest, I was a bit confused, and well, not confused, but what I mean by that is, I would probably say this, out of all of the Titan comics that I've read so far, this has probably been the most challenging read. So, depending on your reading skill, you might also find this quite challenging. Not to put people off, but it's just something to be, sort of aware of, that it might not be as easy of a read as you might anticipate. It might be too easy of a read. I don't know. Everyone's at a different level at reading, so. But yeah, and I really like how the sort of Cyclops creatures don't have any actual speech, like any sort of normal human speech. It's a load of gibberish and stuff, and that, like, it's not gibberish, but like even like the letterist will have had to significantly pick out these sort of markings and stuff, and I love that when we can't really understand an alien and stuff, just adds to the authenticity of the adventure, really, I think. And as I say, I just love the look of these guys, these Cyclops-like guys who are still in, sort of period costumes, but But obviously, like aliens and stuff, like they just kind of look menacing and kind of just suit that era. I don't know why. It's very simplistic design, and that just having them have one eye just makes them kind of eerie, really. And then some of the staff as like zombified and stuff, and that's quite very reminiscent of Unquiet Dead, so it's definitely got a lot of inspiration from both classic and new Doctor Who. I think the setting is very Talons of Weng-Chiang, as I say, but it feels very sort of modern Who-esque as well at the same time, and I just love the artwork in this. It's very eerie, very dark. I don't want to show you the cliffhanger, but here are some of the variant covers for next month's issue 2, and then a little brief synopsis on the next issue, or what will happen in the next issue. Pause if you want to read that. Advertisement for like BBC sort of Doctor Who merchandise and that, obviously. Different variant covers of this week's, or this issue even. Why I keep saying week, I don't know. I like that one, and I like... Oh no, actually, I don't quite like that one. I like that one and that one the most, to be honest. I quite like that one because Tom looks more sort of, I don't know, cartoonish, and I like how he's got the grin, whereas obviously I've just realised on that one he doesn't. And I quite like that one because it has a lot of things, imagery that's used in the story itself. Advertisements for all the other comics and stuff. I have got the 8th Doctor issue 5, I'll review that next, or depending on which I've uploaded first, it'll have already been reviewed. Obviously you can get it on your iPhone and stuff like that. Variant covers of some more, and that I think these ones are like exclusive ones to certain places though. And then what's on sale from Titan Comics just generally this month, not just Doctor Who stuff, but there's also Rivers of London, Buffy, Kung Fu Panda, Independence Day, all sorts of bits and bobs. So yeah, it's definitely a must-have if you're a big fan of the 4th Doctor, as most people are. Not everyone, but quite a lot of fans are. So it's definitely one to pick up if you see this one for quite cheap in the in your local comic book shop or local newsagents or wherever. If you find it, I would definitely recommend buying it, because it's Talons of Weng-Chiang, but with like a new sort of feel to it and a new sort of twist to it as well. Because it's not the exact same story. It's just very similar because it has the same Doctor, different companion, but same Doctor, similar costume, similar era and whatnot. But yeah, it's a very good first, issue to a mini-series, and I'm very intrigued to see where this series goes. So yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.